Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam391. As you may remember, Krishna and the Pandavas were talking about Jarasandha. Yudhishthira went off on a tangent and said, "Krishna, tell me, what does this Jarasandha possess that he should have been able to withstand you and your prowess? I think he cannot be killed by anyone, since you've not been able to do it." Krishna said his birth is one reason, and his devotion to Lord Mahadev has lent him the cloak of invincibility, and this is very difficult to penetrate. He's not an ordinary man, and ordinary methods will not suffice to quell him. Do you know that he is planning to offer Arundamala to his beloved Lord Mahadev? Arundamala? I do not understand, said Yudhishthira. He has defeated so many kings, and he has kept them all as his captives. He has about 95 or so now. When he makes up 100, he's going to sever the heads and thread them and offer the garland as his gift to Mahadev. The entire court was horrified to hear this. Yudhishthira said, "You said something about his birth which was not ordinary. Tell us about it. Tell us why he is so powerful." 248. Jarasandha the Powerful. Brihadrata, the king of Magadha, had no children. He was very despondent, and deciding to assume the life of a sannyasi, he went to the forest. There he saw a rishi who saw why he was so sad. He told the king that he would give him a fruit, eating which his wife would get a son, who would be famed throughout the world for strength and for his devotion to Mahadev. The king accepted the fruit. Since he had 2 wives, he cut it in 2 and gave 1/2 to each of them. In time, they were both heavy with child. As soon as they reached their time, there was great excitement in the city, and the king was eagerly waiting for the birth of his sons. But there was nothing but pain in the mind of the king when the children were born, because there was no child at all. Each queen gave birth to half a child. There was no life in the half-child which was lying by the side of each of them. It was horrible to see the lifeless body with half a head, 1 eye, 1 nostril, 1 eyebrow, 1 shoulder, and so on. The king, in disgust, asked the halves to be thrown away. There was nothing but sadness reigning in the city that night. Jara was a Rakshasi who would enter the city by night and eat whatever she found. That night she came and found the 2 pieces of a newborn child's body. She was happy that she had found something to eat. She took the 2 pieces and took them to a lonely spot where she would be undisturbed while eating and where no one would see her. There she sat, and to facilitate eating, she placed the 2 halves together. Suddenly she heard the cry of a newborn child. She looked around to see where the cry came from. To her amazement, she found that the 2 halves, when they were placed together, had joined up and had become whole. There was now life in the child, and it was crying. Jara did not have the heart to kill it and eat it. She took the child to the king and gave it to him, saying, "Here is your son." With wonder in his voice, he said, "I have no child, and who are you? Why do you bring a newborn child to me and say it is mine?" Jara told him what had happened, and the king was thrilled. So grateful was he to the Rakshasi that he called his son Jarasandha. He was immensely pleased that he now had a son, and a son would be powerful as well as God-fearing. Jarasandha is a great devotee of Mahadev. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.